Nippo Teio, Japan Great Horses. You see, normally I know I've told people that I'm trying to be careful with race footage, and we've seen quite a few of Japan Greatest Horses videos, and they never copyright struck me, so I think we're down to watch some of these. Let's do some Nippo Teio.
The Mile King of the late Showa era. In this
Oh, so they're a Mile King. We already know the Mile Queen, so now we get to watch the Mile King.
video, I will talk about a horse named Nippo Teio.
Nippo Teio,
He is the
okay, or
mile
Nippo
champion
Teio, I
who
think.
carried the air after Nihon Pillow winner. In this video, I'll be explaining his life. Nippo Teio was born in 1983. His father is Lifford, who is from the northern dancer lineage with Lifford as his sire. He's not a very well-known stallion. Nippo Teio's mother is named Chiyoda Masako. Her racing record was modest, with 1 win in 5 races. Thus, Nippo Teio's pedigree isn't particularly strong. However, tracing back this female lineage leads to the legendary breeding mare named Beautiful Dreamer. Beautiful Dreamer was a horse imported from England over 100 years ago, and although specific details are unknown, the lineage stemming from her has produced numerous successful horses up to the present day. Nippo Teio's debut race took place in October 1985, a 1600-meter turf race. On that day, the track became sloppy due to rain.
No, I'll forever be traumatized by rain on tracks because of the arc that happened on the 5th. Why did it rain just before the race, during the race, and then the sun shone right after the race ended?
Started in 2nd position but quickly took the lead. As the race progressed, he gradually extended his lead. By the time he entered the final straight, he had about a 4-length lead over the competition.
Very nice.
From there, he continued to widen his lead even further. When he crossed the finish line, he had a significant lead over the competition.
Look at that. He doesn't care about rain or soft turf. He just trucks on through.
In Japan, when there is a gap of more than 10 horse lengths, it's referred to as a large difference. While the exact number of horse lengths ahead is unknown, the time difference between him and the 2nd place horse was 2.2 seconds.
Jeez.
Nippo Teio won his debut race by a landslide, but in the subsequent 1,800-meter race, he was overtaken by other horses from behind early in the final stretch and finished in 7th place.
I mean, he won his debut, and truly, isn't that what matters the most? Look, I'm trying to just give the poor little guy some hope.
Afterwards, he participated in the Grade 3 Keisei Cup early in the year. With the competition being stronger in a Grade 3 race, contenders included Dyna Fairy and Dyna Cosmos. Nippo Teio raced from the 4th position in this race.
I'm not familiar with those horses.
As they entered the final stretch, Dyna Fairy, who had been leading, accelerated even further, extending her lead.
Dyna Fairy, why does that sound like a Pokemon? I swear if you showed me a Pokemon and said, oh, this is Dyna Fairy, I'd be like, yeah, that looks about right.
Nippo Teio and Dyna Cosmos both desperately pursued her, but Dyna Fairy maintained a lead of 3.5 horse lengths to secure victory. Ultimately, Nippo Teio finished 2nd in the race.
2nd? Not too bad in a G3.
Nippo Teio's next race was the Yayoi Show in March. During this era, the Yayoi Show was still a Grade 3 race. Dyna Cosmos was present here, but in addition, the 2-year-old champion, Daishin Hubuki, also participated. As the race started, Nippo Teio took the lead, followed by Daishin Hubuki and Dyna Cosmos.
Oh, Dyna Cosmos
the final
is back.
stretch, Nippo Teio had a lead of about 3 lengths. Behind him, Daishin Hubuki and Dyna Cosmos were chasing.
You can do it.
Nippo Teio tried his best to maintain the lead, but ultimately he was overtaken by Daishin Hubuki and Dyna Cosmos, finishing in 3rd place.
Well, 3rd place again for a G3, not that bad.
Even though he didn't win, Nippo Teio secured a top 3 finish in the Yayoi Show, start of the Triple Crown races, where he competed. On the day of the Satsuki Show, Nippo Teio was the 12th favorite out of 21 horses.
Not bad.
He tracked the leaders from a mid-pack position on the outer course, but he lost momentum in the final straight and finished in 8th place.
No.
The winner was Dyna Cosmos.
Darn you, Dyna Cosmos. Stop taking wins from our poor Nippo Teio.
After being defeated in the Satsuki Show, Nippo Teio participated in the Grade 2 NHK Cup in order to
The
secure a spot in the
rivalry is
Derby.
real.
In this race, Nippo Teio was leading throughout the course. Even in the final stretch, he maintained the lead, but around the last 200 meters, he was overtaken by horses coming from behind. The result was 8th place.
He seems to do well at the start, but then falls off later. He looks like he doesn't have that much stamina. He seems to tire out quite a bit.
As a result of these consecutive losses, the team determined that Nippo Teio's aptitude is around the mile distance.
Oh, well, there you go. That's what I was just saying.
In other words, they were giving up on the Derby. As his next race, they chose the 1,600-meter Grade 3 New Zealand Trophy. This race had a small field with only 7 horses competing. Nippo Teio positioned himself in 3rd place when the race started. Until the final corner, the order of the horses remained mostly unchanged, and in the final straight, Nippo Teio surged ahead of the rest to take the lead.
Is he gonna win it?
He took a
Is he
commanding
gonna
lead.
win it?
Dyna Fairy, a strong filly, came from behind.
Dyna Fairy. How dare you? Dyna Cosmos already took wins from him before. Don't do it, Dyna Fairy.
The gap between her and Nippo Teio remained at 3 to 4 lengths, and this gap did not narrow. He maintained a lead of 3.5 lengths to achieve his first ever victory in a graded race.
Good job, Nippo Teio.
Next, he entered the Grade 3 Radio Tampa Show over 1,800 meters. In this race, he had a rematch with the Satsuki Show winner Dyna Cosmos.
Oh, is he gonna get his revenge? Come on, let's do it.
He positioned himself within the front-running group as usual, holding the 5th position from the front. Dyna Cosmos was slightly behind in the midfield, but around the 3rd corner, he rapidly improved his position, and by the time they entered the final straight,
Don't let him take another win.
pack.
Come on, Nippo Teio.
Nippo Teio tried to challenge Dyna Cosmos from the inside, but the gap widened even further. Indeed, the opponent was the Satsuki Show winner and was strong. Unable to match him, Nippo Teio finished in 2nd place.
How dare Dyna Cosmos keep taking wins off of poor Nippo Teio? Well, I guess in the rivalry between the two, Dyna Cosmos has become the victor.
The next race for Nippo Teio is the Hakodate Kinen, a 2,000-meter Grade 3 race. He was the 2nd favorite, with the top favorite being Wins or Not, a specialist in 2,000-meter races. However, Wins or Not had a heavy handicap due to his track record and carried 60.5 kilograms. Nippo Teio made a strong start and led the race from the front.
So does that mean he put on weight? Or there was too much weight on him? I'm not sure what he means by he carried 60 kilos.
He maintained his lead as he entered the final straight. Wins or Not, still hindered by the heavy handicap, struggled to gain momentum. Nippo Teio widened the gap with the chasing pack and secured a runaway victory in 1st place. Furthermore, he set a new track record time of 1 minute and 58.6 seconds.
Take that, other horse. I forgot its name. Windsor something.
This victory undoubtedly elevated Nippo Teio's reputation. Furthermore, he will be facing even stronger competition in the next race. The next race was the Mainichi Crown. The horses that participated here were primarily strong contenders aiming for the Tenno Show Autumn, which takes place in about 1 month. There were only a total of 8 entries, but notable horses like Miho Shinzen, Sakura Utakado, and Wins or Not were among them.
Oh, Wins or Not, that was his name.
Just like in the previous race, Nippo Teio led the race from the front. As they turned the final corner and entered the home stretch, Wins or Not pulled up alongside Nippo Teio, but Nippo Teio accelerated from this point and left Wins or Not behind.
Ooh, can't catch this Wins or Not.
He extended his lead. However,
more like Wins or Not gonna win this race.
Closing in from behind. Nippo Teio was overtaken by Sakura Utakado with about 150 meters to go. Sakura Utakado maintained the lead and crossed the finish line in 1st place.
Well,
Miho Shinzen was also making a late surge from the outside, but Nippo Teio managed to hold on to 2nd place.
we have a new rival now.
Nippo Teio opted not to compete in the Tenno Show Autumn and instead participated in the Grade 2 Swan Stakes, which took place on the same day as the Tenno Show and covered a distance of 1,400 meters. It's likely that there was some concern about the 2,000-meter distance. While 1,400 meters might have been a bit shorter than ideal for Nippo Teio, he adapted well to the race dynamics and maintained a smooth pursuit. He surged powerfully from third place to take the lead in the final stretch. And without any trouble from other horses, he maintained his lead and crossed the finish line
that
in
one
first
there
place.
surging, but wasn't
It was
fast
a
enough.
convincing victory. In the mile championship 3 weeks later, Nippo Teio became the heavy favorite with odds of 1.3 to win.
Oh, damn.
It was a chance for him to achieve his first Grade 1 victory.
Come on. You can do it.
However, Nippo Teio
No.
failed in the starting dash. As a result, he found himself in a position farther back in
It's
the race
alright.
than
You
usual.
can just become a late surger.
As they entered the final stretch, he was still in about the middle of the pack, but he made a determined push through the inside lane.
Oh.
However, Takara Steele, who had taken the lead by going on the outside, was ahead. Nippo
on.
Teio was still in third or fourth
Come on.
place, but as the finish line
Get
drew
your
near,
G1.
he accelerated tenaciously and ultimately moved up to second place.
Oh, come on.
Takara Steele was slowing down, so
Come
it
on.
appeared as though Nippo Teio might overtake her, but he couldn't quite catch up and finished in second place.
Man.
It was a close result. However, I believe the race results from the summer onwards in that year were promising enough to anticipate his performance in the following year.
If he wouldn't have got that late start, he would have had that, because he barely lost it. Man, such a shame.
He concluded his races for that year and set his sights on the following year's Spring Yasuda Kinen. Nippo Teio participated in the Grade 2 Spring Cup on April 26 as a lead-up to the Yasuda Kinen. Once the race started, he was positioned in the middle of the field, but by the time they entered the final straight, he was already among the leading group. Nippo Teio had already become a champion-level horse. He lived up to that reputation, seizing the lead with a champion's performance and holding off Dyna Actress.
Oh, there's another Dyna? We had Dyna Fairy, Dyna Cosmo, and now there's Dyna Actress?
Who was chasing
Why does Nippo Teio have to fight all these Dynas?
closely, crossing the finish line in first place. He made a strong start towards the main event, the Yasuda Kinen. On the day of the Yasuda Kinen race, Nippo Teio became the overwhelming favorite. When the race started, Nippo Teio led the following pack in the front group. Dyna
Come on.
Actress was slightly behind, and the second favorite,
Let's get
Suzu
your
Parade,
first G1
was
win.
even further back.
Come on.
Nippo Teio entered the final straight while maintaining his lead. He accelerated, widening the gap with the pursuers.
Show
It
them
seemed
that
like he
you're
was on
number
the verge of
one.
his first Grade 1 race victory, but Fresh Voice,
No.
coming from the outside,
Don't take
made
his
a strong
G1
charge.
again. Not again.
The final straight of the Tokyo course is long. Fresh Voice unleashed
Wow.
the power he had conserved at the back and overtook Nippo Teio just before the finish line.
No
Teio
way.
finished a close second.
Again, his G1 was taken right out from under his nose by a late surging horse. I'm starting to feel bad for poor Nippo Teio.
And Nippo Teio also competed in the Takarazuka Kinen. The Takarazuka Kinen is a 2,200-meter race, and there seemed to be some concern about the slightly longer distance for him, as he became the second favorite in this race. Nippo Teio followed from his usual position, running in second or third place. As they entered the final straight, he found himself neck and neck with the favorite, Nishino Raiden. And from the outside, Suzu Parade began to make a chase. The showdown in the final straight became
Come
a
on.
contest between
Come
these
on.
three horses.
First G1. Come
However,
on.
Suzu Parade surged ahead first. Nippo Teio faced some difficulty and dropped to third place. Yet, in the end, he summoned his strength and managed to pass Nishino Raiden just before the finish line, securing a close second place.
Oh, well, at least he got second.
The results of this spring season, which included 2 consecutive second-place finishes in Grade 1 races, were generally top-notch. However, for Nippo Teio, they were a bit unsatisfying.
Yeah, because every single time he keeps getting so close to his first G1 and then it gets snatched from him. Other times he loses it by just a better competitor, barely loses it, or he does get beaten, but he still gets second, but very impressive.
His first race of the autumn season was the Grade 2 Mainichi Crown. It was the ideal 1,800 meters for him, and he was the top contender here. He took the lead as usual, utilizing his speed, and comfortably entered the final straight. He smoothly accelerated, attempting to take the lead, but there were two horses coming from the outside. As a result, Dyna Actress on the far outside claimed first place, and
another
Nippo Teio
Dyna.
finished in third.
No, it's Dyna Actress. We already seen this Dyna, but another Dyna to take his win? What do all these Dynas have against Nippo Teio?
By the way, Nippo Teio falling out of the top 2 was the first time since the NHK Cup, ending a streak of 9 races. Next, he participated in the Tenno Show Autumn. He had a good start and took the lead from the beginning. He maintained his lead and entered the final straight.
He's gonna tire out though.
In the final straight, Nippo Teio steadily widened the gap between him and the pursuing horses.
Unless?
There were no horses closing in on him.
Unless?
When he crossed the finish line with a significant lead, the gap between him and the second place
Wow.
horse was as much as 5 lengths.
Was this his first G1, the Tenno Show
This
Autumn?
is how he clinched his first ever Grade 1 title.
Nice.
Furthermore, despite the heavy track conditions, his time was an impressive 1 minute 59.7 seconds. Due to his incredibly strong performance, Nippo Teio's jockey proposed to the trainer that they should take on the challenge of the 2,400-meter Japan Cup.
Ooh, let's
The
see.
Japan Cup was held the week after the Mile Championship, but during that era, longer distance races were considered more prestigious than short distance races. However, the trainer insisted that Nippo Teio's true aptitude was for the mile and didn't change their plan to compete in the Mile Championship.
I mean, makes sense, but still.
Before discussing the Mile Championship that we welcomed on November 22nd, let me briefly share the story of the Queen Elizabeth Cup that took place just a week prior. In this race, which was designated as the final race of the Triple T Era Series for 3-year-old fillies, Talented Girl emerged as the winner. And what makes this significant is that she is the sister of Nippo Teio.
Oh,
It was just a simple fact.
so his sister won a race? Well, not just any race, the Queen Elizabeth Cup.
But I wanted to include it as a key point. Now, let's get back to the explanation of Nippo Teio's Mile Championship.
Good trainer there, shouldn't push the horse too much, yeah. Especially if they feel the horse is more suited to mile races. It's not that great to push him into a 2,400-meter race if you know he's going to tire out and possibly get injured due to pushing to exhaustion.
Nippo Teio was strongly supported as the overwhelming favorite at 1.2 odds, mainly due to its previous dominating victory and the lack of notably strong competitors in the lineup. When the race started, he positioned himself as usual in 3rd or 4th place. He gradually moved up and was already in 2nd place near the 3rd corner.
Let's go.
And as he rounded the final corner, he drew level with the leading horse.
Come on. Let's win a mile G1 now. You got your other
As
G1.
he entered the final stretch, the gap between him and the followers only widened.
Oh, he got this.
When he crossed
He
the finish
got
line,
this.
leaving his pursuers far behind with his overwhelming speed, there was a 5-length gap between him and the 2nd place.
Very
Saint
nice.
Caesar. No one would have any complaints. Nippo Teio has secured the
Nice
position
job.
of champion in the mile and middle distance races. Nippo Teio was selected as the best short distance horse of the year. The following year, it was only natural for him to set his sights on the Yasuda Kinen, a Grade 1 race for the Spring Mile, following his acquisition of the Mile Championship in the autumn season. And as a precursor to that, Nippo Teio, having entered the Spring Cup, found himself once again facing off against Dyna Actress.
Oh, Dyna Actress just took a win off of him. Is this the return rivalry? Is this the comeback win? Is this the comeback kid?
The participating members were only
Let's
9,
see it.
but strong sprinters such as Nippo Teio, Dyna Actress, and Hokuto Helios gathered. As usual, Nippo Teio comfortably tracked behind and pulled alongside at the final stretch. Around the last 200 meters, Nippo Teio took the lead, but right behind him was Dyna Actress. The two horses raced side by side until the finish line, but he was overtaken by Dyna Actress, finishing a close second.
No, she took it. She took it. Dyna Actress. Why? Why is Nippo Teio's weakness the Dynas?
Despite the defeat, Nippo Teio was the favorite in the Yasuda Kinen.
Oh, he
In
got
addition to
this.
the top contenders,
Wait. I say he got this. Is there a Dyna in this race? If there's a Dyna in this race, maybe not, because the Dyna debuff is real.
from the Spring Cup, the field
Oh, it's
included
just
Fresh
Fresh
Voice,
Voice.
the previous year's Yasuda Kinen champion. With a total of 12 participants, the lineup was small but promising for an exciting race. After the start, Nippo Teio took the lead in the race. Dyna Actress and Fresh Voice were tracking in the
Oh no, Dyna Actress isn't here. Oh no.
middle, while
Come on,
Hako
Nippo
Helios
Teio.
was positioned towards the
Come on,
rear.
Nippo Teio.
Nippo Teio maintained a lead of about one length throughout, steadily
Show 'em
pulling
who's
away in the
boss.
final stretch, widening the gap with the pursuers. His momentum was excellent, and he appeared to have ease until the end. Despite efforts from Dyna
Oh,
Actress
look at
and
that. He's
Hako
got a
Helios
huge
to
lead.
catch up, they couldn't corner him.
Huge lead.
The race time was 1 minute and 34.2
Oh, he got
seconds.
it. Oh, he got it.
Nippo
Wait.
Teio secured his
Uh-oh.
third Grade 1
Oh.
title by winning with a
Okay,
one-length
he won.
lead over the second-place Dyna Actress.
He got his revenge. I knew it. I believed in him. Never doubted him for a second.
Having completely dominated the mile division, Nippo Teio set his sights on the Takarazu Kakinen, seeking redemption after finishing second the previous year. On the other hand, another champion horse had entered this race. It was Tamamo Cross, who had
Uh-oh, why do I hear boss music playing?
rapidly demonstrated his strength during the year, securing victory in the Tenno Show Spring with 6 consecutive wins. Suddenly he was born a champion in long-distance races. In other words, the Takarazu Kakinen witnessed a showdown between the strongest long-distance horse and the strongest mile horse in this middle-distance race. Nippo Teio was at odds of 2.1, Tamamo Cross at 3.0, confirming that these two were the favorite. Following them was Fresh Voice at
Poor Fresh Voice. He got that win earlier, but then kind of just fell off.
7.4. The race has started. Nippo Teio quickly took the second position. Tamamo Cross initially trailed behind but later advanced to the midfield.
Oh
There were
boy.
no significant changes in the formation afterward. Nippo Teio took the lead while navigating the final corner. However, Tamamo Cross made a
I was about to say, I'm rooting for my boy Nippo Teio, but come on, he's against Tamamo Cross. I don't think there's any winning that.
fierce comeback. Nippo Teio was overtaken by Tamamo Cross just past the remaining 200 meters. It was a defeat with a margin of 2.5 lengths to Tamamo Cross. Despite the loss, the race between the two strongest
That still
horses
was
was
good, though.
exciting.
Hey, getting second to Tamamo Cross is nothing to sneeze at. That's impressive.
And thus, Nippo Teio retired after this
Oh,
race.
that was his retirement race too.
His overall record is 21 races with 8 victories, including 3 wins in Grade 1 races.
Not bad at
After
all.
finishing 8th in the NHK Cup at the age of 3, he demonstrated remarkable consistency by securing a top 3 position in all 15 subsequent races. After his retirement, the mile racing scene will pass on the spotlight to a new generation. Yes, horses from the era that many are familiar with, such as Agri Cat and Soccer Boy, will go on to shine in the future. Soon, the Showa era will come to a close.
Oh, good.
After retiring, Nippo Teio began his stud career. The most accomplished among his offspring is arguably Enter My Way, born in his debut breeding season. He won the Grade 2 Osaka Cup and the Grade 3 Hakadata Kinen, achieving 2 victories in grade races. In addition to Enter My Way, he has also produced several grade race winning horses. However, the most famous among his offspring is likely Haru Urara. She endured 113 consecutive losses since her debut in local races, but her persistent efforts were featured in the media, turning her into a social phenomenon.
Oh, rah.
She likely became one of the most popular racehorses. Nippo Teio retired from stud duty after the 2000 breeding season. He spent his remaining years but passed away due to old age in 2016.
Aw, rest
He
in
lived a
peace.
remarkably long life, reaching the age of 33. That's all for this time. If you want to know more about Japanese horses, subscribe to this channel. Thank you.
That was good. We haven't watched a Japan Greatest Horses video in a hot minute, so it is always great to come back and watch these. 10 out of 10. Would watch again.